Well, work continues to finish the Harborview Aquarium itself. There's plenty happening to fill it with fish and other marine life. Joining us now, the Onondaga County Executive, of course, Ryan McMahon, and Harborview Executive Director, Jonathan Nevitt. Jonathan, good to meet you too. Thanks for being here, guys. Really appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
Bring me up to speed quickly on the actual aquarium itself. Where are we with that? Are we seeing tanks in yet? When will those come?
Yeah, so some of the tanks are in.
Oh.
Right now, our major tank, the pelagic tank, is actually en route. It was made in Italy. It had some issues getting it from Italy to the Port of New Jersey, now the Port of New Jersey to Central New York, but essentially right now we're going to give ourselves a little grace and leeway still, but we're looking at that second week of September to have things hopefully ready to go for the public.
Okay. Jonathan, you come to us from St. Louis, where you were running Zoo Oceanarium's aquarium there. What attracted you here to Harborview?
Just the opportunity to kind of recreate some of those successes and bring such a world-class aquarium to the Syracuse area. So yeah, we're really happy to be a part of it all.
We've heard of a few of the fish and marine life that are going to be in there. Come on, you gotta give me something new. Yeah,
I don't know if you watch Netflix, but there's a new movie right now filmed at an aquarium, and the remarkably bright creatures, I believe, and the octopus is actually a big deal in that movie. We are going to have a very big octopus here as well. Jonathan, you got anything else?
What else? Come on. Okay, Ryan did one. Jonathan, I need something from you too.
Yeah, well, one of our superstars, we're going to have a shark species, a sandbar shark. I know we've talked a little about the sand tigers.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be bringing sandbar sharks to the...
What's kind of unique, and like how big a shark are we talking roughly?
They can grow up to 8 feet. So they're kind of more coastal areas. You know, more shallower waters around harbors and that kind of stuff. But yeah, they can get pretty sizable. They're graceful guys. They're great to just kind of cruise through the water, and they're going to be a pretty high impact animal for our facility.
Yeah. When do you think we'll start to see some of these animals and fish and everything kind of arrive here? I imagine there's like an acclimation period for them from wherever they come from, and then eventually to here.
Yeah, when we get the pelagic tank actually physically in the facility, which will hopefully be within the next week, we need 30 days for that to set before we can get the water in. But I know Jonathan and his team have already procured many of these unique animals and are holding it in different off-site locations. But outside of the sharks that we referenced, obviously the stingrays we talked about, you beat us for getting the octopus out of us today. But certainly the garden eel, piranhas, a lot of great animals that quite frankly we just haven't had here, right? That experience. And I think the one thing, Jeff, this experience is going to be at another level. If you have been to aquariums in Boston, Baltimore, some in Florida, Chattanooga, Tennessee, the St. Louis Aquarium, that's the level of aquarium that we're going to have here in Central New York.
Cool, cool. Do we have a roughly, I think you mentioned, rough target date of when we'd like to open? We've been talking summer, but I know big construction projects.
Well, we still consider September summer, right? We have three seasons now, right? We have winter, we have summer, and then we have fall.
It's 90 in September anymore.
Yes. So I think all goes well that around that second week of September, hopefully we'll have the opening for the public, and we're excited. Trust me, we want it open more than anyone else.
Sure, absolutely. Jonathan, how fun is it to procure all these different exhibits, animals, marine life? What's that like? I mean, is it almost sometimes overwhelming? We'd like that. I mean, you can only take so much, right? And you have to make sure you have a variety, I imagine. What's that process like?
Absolutely, it's extremely exciting. So, you know, we always try to work with great partners as well, you know, as far as getting some animals from other world-class AZA accredited facilities. So it's definitely a process. We've got a wonderful general curator who's really been nailing that down over the last few months. But yeah, again, a lot of great partners that are helping us. So again, we're really excited about the diversity and you know, again, just had a lot of help along the way.
I know there have been a lot of different parts of this story. We've got about 30 seconds left. But what's it feel like to you to finally kind of see this as real as it is? I mean, we're within a few months, essentially, of opening this thing now, and we know what's going in there, a lot of it anyway.
Yeah, I think it's nice. It's the end of the process where the community can get excited for what's going to happen, right? We've gone through an approval process for the vision of the project, a funding process, having to put together more resources as budgets went over, and now that's all behind us. What we're talking about is this world-class venue that's revitalizing the Inner Harbor, and that's going to be an unbelievable piece of STEM education for our kids and families.
Guys, thanks so much for dropping by. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Download the WSYR Plus app on your TV to stream News Channel 9 for free. Just go to your smart TV, search WSYR Plus in the App Store, and download to start streaming today.